So last week's episode was the first episode of The Terror I wasn't crazy about. But this week's episode got right back on the ship, no pun intended, and was great. What a crazy ending to this episode, and this whole carnival thing was very refreshing to see. Came out of nowhere, and it really worked. Dr. McDonald completely snapped. And this episode called A Mercy is showing you he believed that he was having a mercy killing. Because once he found out that that monkey was going crazy from that lead that everyone was eating, and that this was inevitably going to happen, that he was saving them from a worse death by all of them just lighting up and trapping them in that tent. And some people didn't buy how quickly he snapped, or they thought it came out of nowhere. It did in a sense from the viewer's standpoint, but it makes total sense. I mean, he could be bottling all this up. That it was showing he really couldn't handle this information. And how in the great scene in this episode where man with the mutton chops comes over and he was worried he was going crazy, that was the same man from episode 1 where he went down underwater and saw a spirit. So he was going crazy from the start. And the way Dr. McDonald was reacting was showing you he didn't want anything to do with this. He just could not mentally take it all in, and he snapped. So I thought it was very believable and worked here. This is the first episode to me. Fitzjames was likable. I feel terrible that his carnival idea didn't work out. He was doing it just to make people have good spirits and give hope. I agreed with the decision, and it just went poorly. And it was funny watching these carnival scenes because you see at a time in the world, this was entertainment where people just wearing these really weird masks and laughing away. And even it was hysterical, the humor they had with Fitzjames, like looking at himself with the dress and that weird mask. I think that's something the show needed a bit, and it worked. And then it got more complicated with Hickey here. We didn't know what his stance was on everything. And he had that tough choice where these guys are running away from a fire in the tent, and he has to stab through somebody there to get them out. And unfortunately it was a doctor. So he kills one of the doctors they needed, but he made the right choice. What are you going to do? He was the guy leaning on it. You got to save all these people's lives. So I agree with what he did. You got to kill one to save a bunch. But the way it was all filmed, the look of it, the lighting of it, the whole carnival was very nightmarish. Even before the fire started, and you had a bad feeling in your gut, like, this is going to go wrong. There was an epic feel to it, and it felt like something you hadn't seen before. And then we saw the Eskimo girl rip out her tongue, which a lot of you guys predicted was going to happen. She's doing it in front of the bear that has these human-like qualities. And I believe she's doing it for good, thinking this will calm him down if there's someone else sacrificing themselves to the bear. But who knows if it will do anything. So she generally is good for these people. I hope people understand that she is on their team. Again, just to reiterate, a lot of people are confused about the whole can situation. The cans were not sealed properly, and the lead they were using was seeping into the food. And that's how everyone's getting crazy and sick. And they'd be eating this for a long time. Back in the day, they just did not process these things right and store them. Overall, this episode was really good. It took a little bit to get going, but the end was really good. It's set up well for a great closing scene, and it's great to see Crozier back on his feet and better health at the end there, because he is the star of this. He's the best actor and character on his show. I'm gonna give this episode an 8.5. I was happy to see the show get back to its strengths. I'm excited to see what's gonna come. Comment below with your thoughts. I respond to everybody. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Let's get the discussion going on it, and please subscribe. My review of each episode is posted right after the live show airs, so I'll see you next time.